What's up, everyone? I wanted to make a special video today about not my life, but the life of me and my wife, Carrie Lee. All right, let's get started. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, well, a city far away, me and my wife met for the first time in person. We originally met each other online on a dating website called eHarmony.com. 12 years ago, I was just a city boy who didn't know what he wanted in life, and Carrie was just a country girl looking for exactly what she needed and what she wanted in life. One thing was for sure, we both took a chance. We got on eHarmony.com and we ended up chatting with each other. After getting to know each other, we decided to meet each other for the first time in my hometown. And we went on our first date. And ever since then, I knew that day my life was going to change forever. A couple years later, on October 16, 2015, me and my wife would have our wedding and we would get married. And it was one heck of a wedding with many, many different memories and some of the best memories that I can remember. One of the most rememberable things about our wedding is the fact that we decided to do our wedding, not just a traditional wedding, but we also wanted to do a Star Wars wedding because we were big fans of Star Wars. Just like any kind of wedding, if you've ever been married before, I guarantee you every single one of you husbands and wives out there can relate to this. Not every wedding is going to go exactly or according to plan. There's going to be things that are going to happen. There's going to be things that are going to go wrong. But what matters the most is making memories together. Our wedding was no exception. There was all kinds of things that were going on. From a little kid across the street from the venue who thought we were doing something for Halloween, who kept coming to our wedding dressed up as something different every single time, all the way down to the fact that when my mom, who had a little bit too much to drink, decided to slap my brother-in-law in the face and make the night even more funny than it was rememberable. But that's exactly my point, guys. Weddings aren't always supposed to be perfect, or they're not always supposed to be planned. But at the end of the day, what matters the most is making a memory, something that will last for the test of time. And then whenever you get older and you get to tell your children exactly what happened, you'll remember it like it was yesterday. And I still remember it like it was yesterday. And I would relive that day every single day, but only with one person. I would only relive that one day with my wife. Ever since that day, me and Carrie have gone on many different adventures. We've seen many different things. We've lived in many different houses. And it's almost hard not to forget half the things that we've been through, half the things that we've seen, a lot of the things that we've done together could be labeled as some of the best times of my life. I've spent so much time with my best friend that I would never, ever, ever want to change anything about it. Carrie Lee, my wife, is my best friend. I had an old friend of mine ask me, what's it like being married? And that's the best way that I could describe it. It's like being married to your best friend. Not all the time do we get along with each other. Not all the time do we agree with each other. But there's one thing that I can say for certain. We're always going to be with each other. 10 years ago, we ended up getting married. She said, I do. I said, I do. And then right after that, we had our firstborn, Elena. And then our life really did change. We not only went on from having adventures together, but having adventures as a family. And then, after having Elena, we had another one, Alyssa. Now, we were having adventures as a whole entire family, but our family was growing. And a lot of stuff has happened since then. My oldest is 9. My youngest is 7. And we've been on so many adventures together that I can't even express the things that we've seen and done together. And I loved every single moment. And now we got a third child on the way to add to our adventures, to add to our fun. Another thing that I always tell people is that having children is one of the most stressful but the best times of their lives. And without a doubt in my mind, I would rather not have it done with anybody else other than my wife, Carrie Lee. I love my wife more than anything in this world. I love my daughters more than anything in this world. And I am absolutely honored and I am absolutely thrilled not only to spend 12 years already with my wife, but hopefully another 12 years together with you. I love you, Carrie.